Hey guys, so welcome to the video. I didn't think that this video was even going to make it out of my phone, to be honest, when I did this. So this is just going to be a video of me blow drying, straightening my hair, and dyeing some clip-ins. Some of it will be voiceover and some of it will be live. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. So here I am blow drying my hair. I'm putting into little spaces, and then I'm also putting this, it's a 10 blow drying hairspray on it. So yep, that's what's happening. You'll see me blow dry with the small blow dryer brush thingy. I'll try and put a link to something similar from Amazon. And this is going to keep going, and then I'll start talking here in a bit. Again, remember, give me grace. I'm doing the best that I can. I absolutely love these Tangle Tease brushes. Okay, so this is what I got going on right after, and I'm going to set my space up to straighten my hair, but I have to clean up in each space because I have OCD, and if I don't, it can get out of control, and then I'll start saying very nasty things to myself, and we're already going through something, so we're not going to do that. This is the developer. All right, so let's go over this again just in case, like whenever I'm putting in the sound. I'm gonna measure out on this, on the scale, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional. Do not do this if you don't want your shit to be broke, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just telling you right now, this is all experimenting. All right, 2.5 ounces. All right. I'm gonna go 2.5 ounces. All right. I'm gonna squeeze all of this in here. Okay, so we have this part out of the way. All right, now let's look at the hair. So this is the hair. I don't know a lot about this hair. My husband got it for me. The lady had a sale. She was going out of business, so he just bought all of these. They have, let's see, let's take it apart and see what we got going on here. So I got 2 sets. So what is that? This one's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this says 8 pieces. So I would assume that's what we got. Should give me like a little bit of something. Because I have these other ones, but they're synthetic, and it's too much hair, in my opinion. So I was like, okay, well, I tried those. So I did like them, and we went into that store, and I had looked at these. I think originally, I don't know, let me see what they were originally. Originally, I think they're about, they weren't too expensive. They are $42.99 originally. So I imagine with the sale, they were super inexpensive. So this is a great place to start with experimenting. Whenever I experiment, I try and do something. Like I try and try it out first in synthetic to see if I like it. And then I kind of move from there. All right, so my idea here is I'm gonna do each of these and then put them in this plastic bowl and just do each process separately, because I have 2 sets. Just so that I know that I'm, you know, I'm doing it the correct way or whatever. That's the idea anyway. All right, so let's start out with these bigger pieces. Let's get going. Now the lady on YouTube said a little goes a long way. Let's see if she is correct. Package says shed free. I feel like there's definitely some shedding happening. But like I said, they were inexpensive, so you can only hope for so much. Hopefully this parchment paper holds up. All right, so I'll go ahead and not finish this. It was enough developer and all of that. This bowl did not work. Got rid of that. I ended up moving all of that stuff that was over there. So please do that. And also put plastic under this because it definitely did go under there. And you're going to see me frantically losing my mind. That was a long and drawn out process. That's for sure. All right, so I keep this split in two. And then I just sort of work my way around it, but this helps and keeps things in order. And what the purpose of this is I am gonna go through my hair and cut my ends. It's not gonna be like super pretty or anything. It's gonna look crazy, in fact. I do not suggest that you do this on your own hair. I suggest just kind of watching this sort of for entertainment, or, I mean, if you want to take the leap, go ahead, but I am not a professional hairstylist by any stretch of the imagination, and I cannot tell you what to do with your hair. Yeah. I'm just pretty free with it because, I mean, I cut my hair all the time. I'll shave it off. It will, just because, like, now I'm just used to it. I don't care. Because I'll just put weave in it if I don't like it. Doesn't matter. I am trying to grow it out, so I'm giving it one last go. I'm giving it one last go before I commit to locking it. And I'm still having issues with looking in the camera versus over here at this. So, you know, if that makes you mad, I don't know what to say. And this is what I'm using for heat protectant. Even though I already used whatever, like I said, don't do what I do. Do what you do. I'm a big advocate for doing what works for your hair, and yeah, that's just what I do. That's just me. I know some people are like, oh, I only do one pass. I'm gonna do whatever I want, and we see how that helped. I mean, considering that I did break it off. But I think the last time, the reason why I broke off was because I was boiling it. I think it broke off last time because I was essentially boiling it. Because it wasn't dry fully. And I thought, because, you know, like less heat, I was like, oh, well, let me use lower heat, but that really wasn't working because it was sopping wet. Again, that was from watching other people, but I wasn't tripping because essentially I knew that I was experimenting and I didn't know what I was doing, and just, you know, from past knowledge of my hair and how experiments work, I figured I could have some type of you see how this is shorter? Even though this is shorter, I still cut up in there. And I'm really just eyeballing this, and I'll keep doing this probably for like 6 months. Every 3 months, so I'm gonna do it 2 more times. I might do it 3 more times. I might do it every, I don't know, we'll see. But other than that, the plan is to keep braiding it for the most part, and wearing like protective styles and stuff, and then just do like this style I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put those clip-ins in there. I'll probably do that for maybe a week. I think this is too thick. I might do that for maybe a week. I think this is too thick. Don't want to split that. I do. And then I'll just braid it. But whenever I do my silk presses, there's no grip. So when I try to braid it, it's not gonna want to stay. It'll be too silky to stay. So I have to wait until it gets some of its texture back and then do it, and then braid it. Otherwise, it just won't braid. I don't know what else to say. It just won't braid. Yeah, so I don't even know how much of this. I'm probably gonna end up doing a voiceover on this, to be honest. I really am trying to just get used to filming in general. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Please, let me see. Follow what you know about your own hair. Don't be doing some random stuff that a person who can barely even film tell you to do. I'm just being honest. I mean, do whatever you want because it's your hair and it'll grow back. But if you're like super attached to your hair, I definitely wouldn't be all willy-nilly up in it like I am right now. That's just me. Like, if I know that I really care about my hair, I would not be. I just wouldn't. Don't follow my example. Whatever you do, cause you're gonna be bald-headed. Just saying. Just saying. If y'all want any of these tips though, like I've learned how to blow dry it with the with that brush. It's definitely a learning curve to doing that. It's gonna be depending on your tension, but in my opinion, which people will tell you that people with 4C hair should not be using that brush, but ain't no punk in my trunk and don't nobody tell me what to do with my own damn head, so I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, and if I'm bald-headed, I'm bald-headed. You leave me alone, let me be bald-headed, that's all I'm saying. See what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I done lost my dang train of thought now. This probably gonna end up having to be a voiceover because there is no rhyme or reason to this right now. Not in real life. Not even close. What I want to do. You know what? I'm gonna brush all this up into one. Is what I want to do. Let's brush it all up into one. Let's just get on my nerves. I love how that blow dryer works. Loves it. But yeah, this definitely isn't a tutorial. I do appreciate you being here, for sure. It's definitely for entertainment purposes only. Because, I mean, I ain't qualified. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. I'm just not qualified to be telling people how to do their hair. Whoa, 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 Kimasabe. Big ball in this mob. I wish I could listen to some music, but I can't. Guess I could. I don't think it's necessary, but I'm gonna go over it one more time. One more again. Honestly, I'm not gonna cut anything either. I actually, well, when it was up in braids, I cut it. I just cut the ends of the braids. Again, what did we learn from earlier? We do not follow Bella's advice on her hair because she is no professional and she is very random. Very, very random. And experimenting. And if you really like, if your hair, I mean, I love my hair, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm open to experimenting. So I know some people cannot, like, they'll fall apart. I'm not gonna fall. I mean, I might have a little breaky break in them, but it's not gonna be too intense for me. P.S. I can't see worth shit. Let me get my glasses because I can't see. All right, that's better. Okay. So I'm just working my way through my hair. I'm using the little in the rat tail part to part it. And I'm just taking itty bitty little sections. I'm probably gonna cut this area. But yeah, so as I was saying before, which I'm probably gonna have to repeat since there's probably no way I'm gonna use out any of this footage for real. I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. I was gonna say how this middle part, it's doing much better than what it was. This middle part back here broke off. I think, well, for one, I'm gonna tell you right now, I sleep on the back of my head. That didn't help. But I was blow drying it when it was super wet. And I was like, oh, first I was, and then because I was doing it often, so I was like, oh, well, how about I try on low heat? So I was trying on different heat settings. This needs to be done better. I was trying on different heat settings. And the reason how I'm gathering this information is because I was journaling while I was doing it. So I would journal like what I noticed And one thing that I noticed was that, because I started in the back of my head, and what I noticed is that the front of my head was not doing the same thing. And of course, it wasn't as wet because it was drier when I got up there. Because I was taking breaks. Because it was taking so long to dry. And so I'm like, okay, if the front of my hair is not doing the same thing, what's the difference? So that's how I figured that out. And like I said, like normally I would just cut it all off. Like, I'm just gonna cut it all off and start over. But I think it was Sindal, the one thing that I did take from her. Well, she was just saying, like, your hair is living. Stop doing it like that, like treating it any old kind of way. And that really resonated with me, just how I am about every part of my body. So I was like, oh wow, I am pretty careless with that. So I was like, okay, well, then I'll stop doing that. So that's what made me decide to stop doing that. And yeah, so I was like, well, I wear weave and stuff a lot anyway, so I'll just take a break because I was wearing it out all the time. So I was like, let me just take a break and see what happens. And it's been doing good. It's been doing very good. So I'm just gonna keep up what I'm doing. Again, there's no real rhyme or reason to this. I can only see so much as well. I would go get a professional cut, but people keep fucking my hair up, so I figure I might as well be the one to mess it up. At least, you know, I know what happened. At least that's how I see it. Again, don't, by all means, don't listen to me. Listen to yourself. Okay, so I'm talking to my best friend here. So I just took the voice out, but here we are. I'm all pressed out. I'm figuring out how to put the clip-ins in here. It's the first time that I'm using these, first time that I've dyed the hair. This video has been a lot of firsts. It's been a roller coaster. This editing has been something else. It took me so long to finish this. So I'm glad if you could stomach it and stay through it. And I'm going to just keep learning and keep producing them. So I'm going to start here in a bit doing my edges. I just use a toothbrush like when I grew up. That's how my mom did it. So that's what I do. I add a headband on in here. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you, smooches. Don't forget to stay pretty. Alrighty, see you guys.